Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture, joined by a man who could still probably take me in a fight, Simon Miller, for a quick update on his injuries. Simon.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. Simon, we can see obviously you're injured. We've
Yes.
been wondering what's happened after the Defiant shows. Tell us a little bit about what happened and how you are right now.
Well, it's a weird one, right? I think it's one of those things in wrestling where you just, basically, the actual sort of headline is I got hit with a lariat. I went down, and all of a sudden, well, as I got hit with it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, that doesn't feel right. And then when I hit the mat, that's when I knew something was wrong because my arm just went numb. Sweet. And
no pain.
Exactly. And then when I went to turn around to sort of push myself up, you just, we've seen it back, and there's nothing there. It doesn't work. Something's disconnected. I feel okay. I think for me, and you never know what's going to happen in wrestling, right? But I understand a few people. The thing with my head, right, back of my head, that was just one of those things, right? It happened. I cut open my head. But, I got glued up, and then 24 hours later, we were back to things. So that was just one of those unfortunate things, I think. Whereas this one is probably going to be a bit more intrusive, I guess, is the way to look at it. And I think that's kind of disappointing for someone who, I don't know if everyone's seen the Defiant Ringmaster shows, but I felt like coming off night one, I was really finding some momentum. I know it didn't go my way entirely, but still. And then to have that happen on night two, I don't want to be the walking cliche here, but talking about ups and downs of the wrestling business, right? Here it is. But it's certainly sobering, and it's certainly a lesson to be taken away from it. I feel okay. My worry is, not my worry, but the thing, I just want to get back. I want to sort this out as quickly as possible. It sounds like a muscle tear or a tendon tear at the moment, as we were saying. Basically what happened is a muscle or a tendon has stretched to the point where it just snapped, and it hasn't. So usually when that happens, you have surgery, but I need to go get specialist attention. That's what I've learned from the hospital. And that could be good, because he said it's rare to see something like this. I won't even try and pronounce what it's called. I tried earlier. It took an hour. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen until I get a diagnosis. It could be 2 weeks of rest. Let's not talk about the other one, but we'll wait and see. But it's hard because I was, again, shot in the back of the head, let it heal up, keep going. At the moment, we don't know what this means. So.
Now, we've obviously watched wrestling shows where people get injured. I was there when it happened and saw the dreaded X being shown up by the ref. What's it like in that moment for you as the wrestler it's happened to?
Well, I don't know whether this is 30-odd years of watching wrestling or whatever, but I didn't want to, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. And then you try and push yourself off the mat and go, you idiot, you're not okay. So it's one of those things where something is wrong, but you have so much adrenaline coursing through your veins, you think, I feel like I can continue because that's what adrenaline's all about, right? But then your body is actively fighting you, because if you can't push yourself up off the floor, that's a clear sign. Something isn't right here. So it's a very, very surreal experience. Almost like, I don't want to stand over the top, but it's almost like an out-of-body experience. You know what you want to do, and you know what you feel you're capable of doing, and your body, and I guess your body takes control. Usually they say mind over matter, but I guess in those cases it's matter over mind, because your body's just, I can't do it. So yeah, that was the difficult thing for me, and these things happen in wrestling. I completely understand that, but you want to try and finish out what you're meant to finish out, and not being able to do that was a little bit, not to say disappointing on my end, but I hold myself to quite high standards, I think, and I always want to do what I can. But it's certainly a difficult situation, especially for someone like me that's just starting out. You're kind of like, what do I do? What do I don't do? But I guess, hey man, welcome to the wrestling business. I'm learning. I'm getting all this in quick, which makes sense. I'm an old man, so I guess I got to catch up. So yeah.
We talked a little bit about injuries before. Obviously, we spoke about the head injury. We've spoken on numerous occasions about your experiences with flip bumps and then sort of getting over that and getting back into the ring. Yeah. And before we came in here, we were chatting about Finn Balor when he got injured at SummerSlam and had to relinquish the belt the next day. How is that emotionally to deal with? Because like you say, in the moment, the adrenaline's pumping, you think something's gone wrong, but I'll just carry on and get on with it. The match finishes, you go to the back, you get yourself checked out, then obviously you had to go to hospital last night. Yeah. Now, how do you process all that?
I haven't yet, and that's why it's an interesting question, because right now, that's what I've got to do. I've got to process it, I've got to accept it, and I'm good at doing that. I'm good at, again, we all know, I'm good at seeing the positive things, and I will do that with this as well. There's a shining light in everything. The thing that I think I'm, not that word struggling very much, but we'll use it here. The thing I'm struggling with at the moment is I don't I want to keep this going as quickly. I want to get back to it as quickly as I can, which I know that everybody says, but it's true. I was having the time of my life. I felt like I was progressing. I felt like I was making the right steps. This is not a right step in any way in the sense of wanting to get better to be a professional wrestler. I wanted to work as much as I can. Hopefully, we've got a couple of weeks as we're recording this before anything's meant to happen. So hopefully, it will be good news and everything will be okay. If it's not, we take the information and we do with it what we can. But yeah, right now I'm still in that, okay, this has happened. What are we going to do? What do I take from this? Where do we go next? But yeah, it's not easy. It's classic, right? You love doing something. All of a sudden you think it could be taken away even at this early stage. Still sucks.
Now, one thing I really feel like we should mention is all the messages you've got of support already, because that is one of the biggest things, especially for someone like you, who I know obviously interacts with the fans a lot. Hearing stuff like that from people must really help you through something like this.
It really does. It always surprises me, because I don't know, maybe I don't know, I never like to get too ahead of myself. But yeah, I mean, everyone, I think it was at the show, and then people start talking about it, and they want to make sure you're all right. It's really nice, right? Well, what a lovely thing for people to do. I mean, I did put a tweet out there, which I say was very ambiguous and sounded more ominous I meant to, but I didn't want to say, oh, I've torn my shoulder. Even right now when we're talking, well, it's 99% I have torn my shoulder, but we don't know. I don't want to put something out there, and you know how the world works. News travels. Right now, is there a problem? Absolutely. Do we know what it is? No, we don't. But yeah, I mean, genuinely, anybody that sent me any message, or even had the wherewithal to go, I think Simon said, I'm going to send him a tweet. That may sound like nothing in 2018, but that stuff, again, it's the cheesiest thing I'll ever say, but it's true. The whole wrestling journey was about doing it as a team. I know that sounds like people go, you're saying that stuff. I am saying that stuff. But that's because it was always like that. And that's why, when all the good things happened and the bad things, it felt like we were doing it together. Like I always saw myself as a fan. Obviously, everyone there is a fan. I know everyone's a fan to begin with, but and then we were going to try and make this transition. So to know you get that kind of back on the other end, it's just nice. It's just really nice.
Well, we've sort of lived vicariously through you through this wrestling journey. It's been, 2 years now?
Literally about 2 years to the day as we're recording this.
And obviously we've seen you starting from the beginning, through training, through injuries, and now with this. We all hope you get well very soon, you heal up. We'll no doubt get some more updates on it as and when we can.
Absolutely. And, again, we'll throw other cliches in here. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'll only learn from this, both as a human being, as a pro wrestler. And Miller ain't done yet. They'll have to kill me before I give this up. So, yeah, maybe the next time it will just be you, and you'll be like, here's the update. Miller is dead. Although, I tell you this, between you and I, we'll do well. You got a video called Miller is Dead. You're going to do well off that. So, just saying. I
might just make it just in case.
I think you should get Hitman, to be honest with you. I'm surprised you haven't. It's good views. Shouldn't have said that.
No, we need you. Right, we'll get well very soon.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody in YouTube land and just social media land, everything like that as well.
Yes, we will look forward to seeing you back in the ring very soon.
Damn right. Damn right.
Was on a bad knee, was probably a bad idea, and Kid capitalised it.
That was just like a big mule kick from Gabriel Kidd, flooring Simon Miller instantly.
Kid has Miller where he wants it. Oh, God, that lariat. My God, nearly took the head off of Simon Miller. Miller still, somehow, on instinct alone, gets out.
Yeah, that wasn't so much a kick out, certainly not an emphatic one. Miller just almost rolled out of that one. That's all he could do. What a lariat from Gabriel Kidd.
I'm not sure Kid even minds that he kicked out there, because Kid sees this now as a prone prey with Kid as the predator.
You talk about disrespect. It's almost disrespect in Kidd's mind that Miller is still in this fight.
Gabriel Kidd is toying with Simon Miller at this point.
Miller's face says it all. He's in real pain. I don't take any joy in this, by the way.
Of course not.
Oh,
Miller with those, Kid, I should say, with those mountain strikes on Miller.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Oh, God. Hang on. Well, bell's going to be rung here. It looks like Gabriel Kidd is poking at the eyes of Miller. Referee is called for the bell. Can't even get Kidd up. Get off him! Get off him!
Steve Linsky needs some help. So does Simon Miller. We're finally getting some help from Simon Miller inside the ring. Yeah, Miller's struggling here, Bradshaw, no doubt about it. Gabriel Kidd, what a message he has sent to the Defiant Champion Rampage.
Very definite injury situation here, unfortunately for Simon Miller. He's holding on to his shoulder. I wonder if he's popped his shoulder out. And our general manager, Mr. Primate, is here. He's come in here, all guns blazing, tremendous popularity for Simon Miller.
I don't know if he's popped the shoulder separated or whatever. He's not moving that arm. There's something going on with that one.
And all of that lightning bolt that he has been here since arriving as a competitor in Defiant. Simon Miller, when you go in with that kind of high intensity, that kind of high octane offense, maybe you do put yourself at risk of an injury. And let's not, again, relieve Gabriel Kidd of any blame here. We're not going to absolve him. Because Gabriel Kidd with what was frankly a vicious attack on a man with much less experience than he
I don't
had.
think Gabriel Kidd wants you to give him an excuse. I think this was deliberate, intentional from Gabriel Kidd, sending a message again to the Defiant champion, Rampage. Hey, big man, I'm coming for your gold.
I don't care what Gabriel Kidd thinks. Got no interest.
Simon Miller, I was going to pat you on the shoulder there. I'm not going to
We'll
do
do
this.
this. Left
Simon
hand's
Miller,
fine.
thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you very much for watching. Leave some nice comments for Simon in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and check out some more of our recent videos here. My thanks to Simon. Thank you for watching again. And we will hopefully see you very soon.